If you have landed on this video because you're interested in color analysis or a Dressika app walkthrough, stay tuned. This is going to be relevant to you as well. Hello, for those of you who do not know me, I'm Renee, also known as Miss HG Mercury from the Sunshine Coast Pinup School. Welcome to the Curate Your Wardrobe series, where we will be stepping through how to curate and put together and style a vintage and pinup inspired wardrobe that's going to work for you, work for your skin tone and your style and your unique life, and is going to transcend those dresses and those outfits that you just keep for events and never touch unless you've got somewhere really special to go, and going to give you pieces that you can work with and you can incorporate into your daily life, whether that be work, play, leisure, you name it. So the first step in figuring out how to curate your wardrobe is to figure out your color palette. In this video, we're going to be going through finding your colors. Now, this is something that I've dived really deep down the rabbit hole on color analysis in these last few months or so. And it's something that when I read historical fiction and when I read old beauty sales magazines from the 1940s and 50s, color analysis and knowing colors and what colors are going to suit your skin tone and your complexion is something that was taught to sales assistants back in the day. But now I feel like with modern consumerism, we've sort of lost touch and we just buy what advertising says or what everyone else is wearing, and we kind of step away from where we should be in our own style and in our own colors. And within pinup and vintage, I understand it's overwhelming. There is so much influence, so many inspirational ideas and styles that you can get sort of lost in the middle. So that's where this is going to come in handy. So we are going to be using an app. Let me get my phone. We're going to be using an app called Dressika to analyze our colors. Now, there are online quizzes that you can do, and I did many. I think I did every single free quiz that there was out there to try and figure out my colors. But there's a lot of, you need to know your own skin tone. You need to know whether you're warm or you're cool undertones, which most of us don't know. Like, I was like, I love blue. Blue's my favorite color, therefore I'm cool toned. But no, actually I'm warm toned. So the Dressika app takes a lot of the guesswork out of it. So I'm going to be walking you through this. Okay, so I'm going to be popping a little screen capture up on the side here so that you can see what I can see in the app. So we're going to be going into the Dressika app. Okay, so what the idea of finding your natural color palette is what is going to work for your natural complexion. Obviously I've got my hair and makeup on today. This is not my natural skin tone. So what you want to do is use a selfie that's going to be a natural skin tone, minimal makeup, no makeup if possible, in natural light. So that is what I've got here. Obviously I've already done analysis and I'm going to step you through and do a repeat analysis as well. So repeat analysis, it says use a photo without heavy makeup in daylight in a neutral background. So add my photo there, just tap, you can go through your album or you can just take a selfie, and I am just running through an analysis, and then what it will ask is for your natural hair color. So my natural hair color is what I'm rocking right now, which is, you know, sort of like a dirty blonde. And then eye color is really interesting too. It goes through and it shows you all of the different eye colors. Like, I was like, yeah, I got blue eyes. I've always thought I had blue eyes, but actually now I'm looking into it and you can compare it with your selfie. I have dark gray eyes. So you can fudge results on other quizzes if you don't have a photo to go by. And then we'll do automatically using a photo, and it's going to use AI to analyze your hair, your skin, your eyes, and it's going to find your color. And warm spring. Yay, I've done this a few times and I've taken a few different photos and it is accurate. I will throw warm spring very light, not very often. I will do a light spring, but warm spring is me. Best colors: warm, medium saturated, warm, light, and dark. So it comes up with your color palette and your code, and then also your hair, best hair colors for you, makeup, lips, and skin. And then if you were curious too, there are all the different ones. You can be a cool summer, a soft summer, autumn, winter, and everyone is going to be different based on your own individual skin tone. So those are the colors that I want to go by. Now you can just go to palette and it'll show you all of the colors that will work best for you. So I love my blue. So you can try on all different types of blue. You can change the clothing if you want as well, although the skin texture, I'm pretty sure it's just that one color. So if that does bother you and it doesn't suit you, you can just go with that big turtleneck for the color. But you can go and see all of the different greens that suit you, which a green is not a color that I would normally wear, but I'm warming up to it now. So obviously I have the premium version app downloaded, so that you'll be able to see everything on the free version. You just can't interact and click on it all. It'll just prompt you to upgrade to the premium version, which, trust me, is worth it. So you have all on the premium version, you do have all of your different textures that you can do, like a leather jacket, you know, a blouse, and all of that. I do love, I've just started knitting, and I love that you have a wool version as well, so you can see all different tones with wool. Let's just go, I really want to make a sort of a, yeah, I really want to make like that color in a wool jumper. And then what you can also do is you can do combinations as well. So what would a corduroy, you know, that jumper look like with a, let's go with a, you know, a dark navy corduroy jacket, for an example. And another thing that you can do too is that it'll tell you the best makeup looks for your skin tone. And I have noticed that since I've been using this app, I actually will pull more warm tones and golden tones in my makeup than what I used to do. So I find this really good. You can try it on too. So let's say this eyeshadow look and you can change the angle depending on your eyes. So let's just say a little bit softer there, and you can also change that angle based on the crease. So that's probably about where it is, and you can go really pigmented or really not. And then these little fire marks are what's best for your color that you've got. So yeah, greens, yeah, maybe. I don't wear a lot of green eyeshadow, but it could be fun. Let's go to just a neutral eye for now, and then you can also do lips. So lip color is a really interesting one, and it'll show you what colors are going to best suit you. You can slide this for your pigmentation. Obviously, don't have any makeup on in this photo, so I always think red lips and no makeup looks a bit funky, but warmer tones for a warm spring. And you can see straight away that if I go for that really cool toned pink, that's not going to suit me, and it's not recommended either. And you can even, let's just actually go back and take off that makeup. And you can even change your hair color as well. So if you've been following for a bit, I used to have black hair and I felt like I needed to wear makeup all the time. But now, since I've got my natural color, I don't feel like I need to always put on makeup. So yeah, black just washes me out. And I really love my natural hair color. It's been a long transition, but you know what I mean. And the best thing that you can do as well is there's a little wardrobe function on here. So let's just test if this shirt that I'm wearing is my colors or not. So you can resize and rotate. So let's do that. And there you go. So I'm okay with this shirt. So it pulls the colors from that photo and tells you whether it is in your palette or not. So 84%, that's from the closest one from there. That I'm pretty sure it's pulled from my skin tone, but you've got the blue and then the darker blue as well, and it's matching it to your palette, so you can tell if it is going to be a color that's going to work for you. And then what you can do as well, is you can pull screenshots from clothing that you see online. So this is a House of Foxy, and I've already analysed this one, and it says I'm at about 91%. The pink in it is not the best, either is the light colour, but that sort of blue is something I wouldn't normally wear. And speaking of that, I do have this dress, which my mother-in-law gifted me. It's a colour that I wouldn't normally go for. It's got a little bit more of a plunging neckline that I like too. I'd probably have to, you know, pin it in the centre there, or sew that centre up just a bit. But what you can do is you can grab that and take a picture of it. Let's try and get it along the white background. Use photo, and you can really zoom in if you're just wanting to go look at the colour, and it will analyse it for you. Hey, there you go. So 99, 91, 75%. That 8%, think that's just the shadows it's pulling. So apparently that is my colour. So maybe you might see me in this dress in the future. So it's a really good thing. You can do it while you're out shopping as well. While I was out shopping, I did see this top. I don't normally wear pink, but I went to my palette and I found, let's just go to a t-shirt. Yeah, and I found let's put this here, and this will be here. So I found a colour in my palette in this t-shirt. And it's just a t-shirt. I don't like just trying on t-shirts, so I was able to analyse on my phone whether this is going to be the right colour for me without having that awkward go to find a mirror or go into the change rooms. And what you could also do is take a picture. So let's verify this one and take a picture. Oh, my arm is going to be in the shadow. It's making it a bit more orange. But let's just roll with it. There you go. So it's saying even if it throws a bit more orange than it does pink, let's try another one. There we go. That's a little bit more the true colour. Yeah. So it'll tell you whether it's going to be matching your palette or not. And I also have this yarn. I said I've been getting into knitting lately, and I also have this yarn that was from my Nana stash. I don't normally wear a lot of reds anymore, and I didn't really know what the colour would be, but I did take a little swatch test and I analysed it, and that is pulling that 96% in that main colour, and that's just the shadows at 51%. So I may knit something out of this. So it will save you a lot of money, a lot of time being able to use this wardrobe function. And trust me, I use this all the time. I play with it all the time. So that is what you're going to be able to analyze your colors, find out what colors are going to work for you. Have a look through your wardrobe too and see. Most of the time, whenever I've seen somebody do this color analysis, they will verify a color that they do love. So me, yellow. I love yellow. Like, give me all of the yellow and the mustard, and it just makes me feel so happy and vibrant. And I think my skin tone does look really good at that. There's another like t-shirt here that I will wear on a daily basis, and these are colors that are within my color palette. So it'll be something that you can base your future clothing purchases on, or when you're culling and decluttering, you're going to be able to make more informed decisions on what items of clothing you're going to be able to wear when you don't have your hair and makeup. So one of the issues that I do find with pinup and vintage styling is that sometimes if you don't get the style right, or if it's not suited to you, you can feel like you're in a little bit of a costume. And that's normal. It is seen as a costume from a lot of people's point of view, but I feel like if you find styles that you love within vintage and pinup that are matching your color palette, you're gonna feel less in a costume and more like yourself. You're not gonna feel like you need to do your full hair and makeup to be able to justify that outfit. So that is where your color analysis is super important to do. And you've also got your workbook that you can go through and put that in there. So Get ready, download the Dressika app through the link down the bottom. You will also go into the draw to win one of 3 premium lifetime subscriptions for it, which, trust me, are worth it. And get your color analysis done and figure out what it is, and leave little comments below as well on what you got and what you thought you might have gotten, because I thought I would have been a summer or an autumn, but actually I'm a spring. So you can surprise yourself and find any colors that you do love, that you already love to wear, and then see what colors that you probably should be wearing or trying on next time you go out shopping.